Hello! Today I'm going to talk to you about Morimura Rei. Morimura-san is a contemporary printmaker from Japan, but he makes his work look very old-fashioned. He's using handmade Japanese paper to reinforce that Japanese quality, and he also puts a lot of black ink in his work to make them look as if they're from a slightly earlier time. Morimura-san travels a lot, and much of his work depicts places not just in Japan, but all over the world. Let's take a look. This wood block is called Waterfall, and unlike a lot of the wood blocks that Morimura-san does, which depict real places, this waterfall only exists in his imagination. There was a classical school of Japanese painting in the 17th century called Rinpa, and Morimura-san in this work is showing us his love for Rinpa, the diagonal lines, the idea of nature as an abstract. And we can also see these beautiful trees just standing out amid the waterfall. Here we are in the woodblock called Kamakura Hikigaya from 20 years ago. Morimura-san traveled to Kamakura, which is an old city. It's about half an hour outside of Tokyo by train, and we're looking at this beautiful temple. But wait a minute, down at the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little car which looks much older than something from 2000. Note the beautiful trees and the repetition, which is so hard to do in woodblock, where every line has to be carved separately and every color printed by a separate block. In this woodblock, we've left Japan, despite this very traditional looking scenery. Morimura-san went to the Portland Japanese Garden in Portland, Oregon a few years ago and made a wonderful series of the garden in all different seasons. The snow is lying so quietly on those bushes, and it's a good reminder of how many Japanese woodblocks have been devoting themselves to the passage of nature and the four seasons. Nachi in Kumano is one of Japan's most famous pilgrimage sites, and this waterfall is the tallest uninterrupted drop waterfall. What's interesting about what we're seeing, this little building here, is that Nachi is one of the only places in Japan where Shintoism and Buddhism coexisted quite nicely. There was a Shinto shrine before the advent of Buddhism, and then when the Buddhist temple Seiganji was founded, somehow they were able to meld this belief system quite nicely together. We're actually just looking though at these wonderful trees, and you can almost hear the powerful rush of the water. Autumnal rain at Yakushiji. Here we really see Morimura-san's love for lines, the driving rain, all the grasses being tossed hither and yon, even the lines in the architecture. This woodblock was done in 2019, and when Morimura-san started printing, his editions were often 50. He's become more popular and more successful, and in order to not raise his prices too much, he's increased the editions to 100. So this is an edition of 100. Contemporary prints, but yet showing us the traditional beauty of Japan. I hope you enjoyed these. If you have questions, please email me at allisontolman@gmail.com, ALLISONTOLMAN@gmail.com. Please subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, and we look forward to seeing you next time.